Brian Frankel, Prince George's County Fire EMS Department, currently the Assistant Chief EMS Commander for the county. We currently are in the process of purchasing 15 new ambulances from Atlantic Emergency Solutions. Wheel coach units. We totally redesigned these units. Currently we've been using Freightliners for several years, and we recently met as a safety committee and redesigned and went to the light duty chassis based on safety, inherent safety designs built into these chassis. This is of the 15 that we're buying 7 two-wheel drives and 8 4x4s. This is one of our two-wheel drive units. One of the other design features of this unit is the wheel and light package with the high visibility lights on the front and the side. They're significantly brighter than in the past, which allows for better seat control and allows our providers to make sure that they're in a safe environment. We moved the door forward, which will show you some advantages on the inside, but from the exterior it's structurally stronger because the door's in this position. Also, from the safety standpoint of getting out of the unit, curbside of the unit's a lot safer. We now have access to our medical equipment both inside and outside, which you'll see, as well as a suction unit, some electrical connections down there. This is a very significant change this is probably the biggest change to this new design. And again, along the features of safety, we moved our backboard and our stair chair to the curb side of the unit. It used to be on the driver's side. This is the safer side of the unit, so we moved it over here. We had to pocket out the door for the stair chair, which you'll see on the inside. It allowed us to open up the inside of the unit, which is really nice from a provider-patient standpoint. We also moved our auto eject function from the back of the unit to the front of the unit. Sometimes the cords were getting hung up, so we have it here where the driver can make sure that they auto eject. So as opposed to our other units, we moved our oxygen system back up to the front. Has a oxygen lift system to ensure our providers don't get hurt lifting and lowering the oxygen tanks. All of our doors have reflective striping on it, so when they're open in the evening times and night times, that the unit and the doors are visible to any passing vehicles. One of our newer designs is this trash can system. So it's a larger trash can, not like the typical ambulance, the small trash can. So they can hit it from the inside, they can empty it. It has a receiving system, so trash doesn't fall down and get caught up in the other areas of the unit. In the past, this unit was where our providers put their PPE, and we decided to move away from that design so we could go with this big trash can design. Also, I just want to point out one of the other things on our box is we added these OS lights. They're about the eye level of a passenger vehicle. So at nighttime, the side of the unit is very visible to any approaching cars. Again, the reflective striping with the OS lights are part of our safety design. We have a compartment dedicated to PPE. Being a fire EMS department, we require all of our apparatus to maintain SCBA. This is a self-venting to the outside compartment so they can put their PPE in here, and the toxins and vapors will not go into the passenger. Okay, so this is, as I stated before, this is a wheel coach unit. The dimensions of the unit are 170 by 72, which is a standard size for wheel coach. One of the other reasons we stayed with wheel coach was the fact that the safety standards that are inherent, the safety testings that are done by wheel coach surpass every other ambulance manufacturer. So they have aluminum joists 12 inches on center. They have strike plates down the side for side impact type of crashes. Rollover testing has been done on these units. We actually, a couple other safety things that we changed. The typical door handle here, we moved the door handle up so our providers don't have to reach down to open and close doors. Again, from a provider standpoint, anything we can do to limit their need to bend over and make it more functional is a lot better. We also, all of our new units will have the Striker power load system. Again, based on back injury reduction, this is significantly reduces that risk of our providers hurting their back. So all of our units will have that system. So some of the things that you'll notice pretty rapidly is the fact that we now have we can consider this a workstation for our providers. So obviously the primary treatment area would be right here to treat patients. And the idea is that our patients with their safety harnesses on, we want to put everything at their fingertips. So as they sit there, they have access to medications, IV equipment, airway equipment. So there's a large airway drawer. So if they are sitting here working on a patient's airway, they have access. They're not reaching down into anything, they're just reaching over. We also, with this design, we moved all of our radio and controls over to this area, again, so providers don't have to unseatbelt, they can stay seatbelted and still communicate with our communication center. This is a LifePak 15 bracket system that we recently added, so this connects with our LifePak 15 monitor. It doesn't add any weight, this is aluminum, and when the providers come in, they slide this in, they can move the monitor around. The benefit is this is SAE compliant, so it's crash tested, and it will prevent the LifePak monitor from becoming a projectile in the event of a crash, or even just some sudden movements. It will prevent the monitor from moving around. Again, this is a pretty significant change for us. So as we were working with the engineers at Atlantic and REV, we made a decision to make sure that we had all three types of electrical connections in the unit to ensure that any future equipment that we may buy or purchase, that we have the ability to operate it. So we have USB connections here and also USB connections in the front, with the realization that our providers need to recharge cell phones and recharge equipment. We created this gravity-fed netting system, so our providers don't have to worry about locking anything. When they need to gain access to this, they just lift it up, they can pull out the equipment they need, and then the netting falls down and it locks itself in. So it will prevent any equipment from coming out. This was specially designed for this unit from Wheel Coach. One of the benefits of moving this door forward position is supervisors, police officers, anybody that are coming in and out of the unit, they can stay here, they can have a conversation with the providers or the patient, and they're not in the patient compartment area. Okay, a couple other new features with this unit is we took the suction unit, we took it off of the action wall, and we placed it down here. It's out of the way. The nicest part is it's right next to the patient's head, so the providers can use the suction unit and put it back. It's out of the way. This is the access to the trash can for our providers. CO monitoring, access to oxygen compartment. Another unique function of this unit is because of the requirement to be able to carry 2 backboarded patients. We added this function so that the second patient would be transported. The backboard fits into this area right here, and then secured with the seatbelts this way. A little bit different than most units, but it will ensure that we meet federal FEMA typing requirements to carry 2 backboarded patients, and the backboard fits in here rather securely, which is nice. In addition to all of our other normal compartments, we added a battery compartment with electricity that's vented to the outside, so we can protect and make sure that the batteries are not in an area typically sitting on an action wall where they could become projectiles. Again, everything designed with safety in mind. We have on both sides, we have a compartment for sharps containers that our providers can just push back in, again with safety in mind. We have the mounts for the oxygen, portable oxygen locking mounts, as well as a narcotics locking system, Medivault locking system, to ensure that we're meeting the DEA requirement for narcotics.
Whenever you're ready.
Okay, one of the other nice features of this unit is we were able to take all the electrical system as well as the HVAC and put it behind these compartments. You can see right there that it's very well organized. We made sure that our maintenance technicians could access this in the event that they would need to get back in here. We also have the fuse panel. And then again, we took the entire HVAC system working with the engineers at Wheel Coach, and we were able to slide this back to give us a little bit more space in this area. So just one other thing I want to point out is that it was a great opportunity working with AES. This unit design was done with our fire department safety committee, working together as a group to come up with the new safety standards.